Hey, welcome back guys to Taste of Asia at Home. I know it's been a while since I posted anything new, but I wanted to post something different, and so I picked up some of these Dungeness crabs at the supermarket. And down here in Florida it's hard to get the fresh ones, so these are frozen, and I thawed them out in some cold water. And as you can see, I've just jointed one half of the crab. And this is the day after Hurricane Irma passed through Florida, and thank God I live up in the Panhandle and everything was safe. But I wanted to do this new video for you, and I hope you enjoy it. It's easy and it's fresh, and you can see on the chopping board I have some green onions, and it's going to be the Dungeness crab with scallions and ginger. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to cut up these the green onions and peel the ginger. You take your knife and you hold it on like a 30-degree angle and slice your green onions about 1 inch lengths. Put that on the side of your plate. And the ginger, I always try to grab a piece of ginger that's kind of like easy to peel. So you peel this you can peel this with your cleaver. You don't have to get all the skin off, but you want to get most of it off. And then you can cut the end off. So you want a piece about this size. What we're going to do, we'll cut it in half, and then we'll cut it in slivers. Thinner the better. You can slice it or you can chop it. There you go. Okay. So now I'm going to show you what I did with the Dungeness crab. You want to take it and you want to like separate the sections. So you have some of the cluster and then the leg. And I tried, there's two ways you can use your knife to when the Chinese make this stir-fry dish, they don't want you to have to use those claw crackers or whatever, so they kind of bust up the sections so it's easy to get into the meat. So I tried two different methods. One was the side of the cleaver, and the other one was the edge. The edge seemed to not break up the shell that much, so you just want to crack it a little bit and then put each section over there. Take your knife, just enough so you break that shell so it's easy to get into. A couple of taps is all it takes. Not too hard. You don't want to smash it up. And what we're going to season this with, when you do seafood, you want to keep it simple. The method for this is going to be, we're going to kind of dust these sections of Dungeness crab with dry cornstarch. That way when we stir fry it with the seasoning, which is going to be just a light seasoning of oyster sauce and sesame oil and a little bit of thin soy sauce. You don't want to you always want to keep your seasoning light when you do seafood, because you want to give the flavor of the fresh seafood to come through. So the flavor is going to come from the scallions, the ginger, and the few simple seasonings. And when you dust it with the dry cornstarch, it's going to allow that flavor to stick to the crab. So when you eat this, it's going to be very tasty. So there's the prep for it, and then later on this evening, We're going to dust it with the dry cornstarch, and I'll show you how to stir fry this up. A delicious meal for your family, something different. Stay tuned for that. Okay, we're back with Taste of Asia when we're ready to stir fry this crab up. You can see here I have my dry cornstarch, and the crab is in a colander. I'm going to sprinkle the dry cornstarch and toss it up a little bit so I coat out all the crab. Now we're ready to go. I've got the wok heating up on the stove, and I'll pan around here. And there's the scallions, ginger, and I chopped up a little bit more ginger, and the only thing I'm going to add is a teaspoon of minced garlic to the top of that. And the important thing when you're stir frying is to have everything ready, because it's going to be quick. And you can see I have cooking wine, I have sesame oil, Kikkoman soy sauce, and oyster sauce there. So we're ready to go. I'm going to position the camera. And this wok was a gift from my daughter for my birthday. So after all those years, I guess I had that other wok for more than 10 years. This is a flat bottom wok from Helen Chen. So we're going to try it out today. And I already used it a few times, so it's already seasoned. It's already got the non-stick status to it. So we're ready to go. Alright. I'll put some oil in the wok to cover the bottom of the wok. And the flat bottom wok, it distributes the heat more evenly, so the wok gets hotter quicker. Toss in the ginger and green onion, and in goes our crab. Next we get a splash of wine, cooking wine. About a teaspoon of the pure sesame oil, and maybe just a teaspoon of the soy sauce. And then oyster sauce is about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons. And this is going to be good. And just a touch of salt. Then I'm going to put a splash of water and cover it. So what that's doing, that's going to heat up the crab. And the wok is still on high, so water's going to evaporate and combine with the seasoning. And you only need to cover this for maybe a minute. There you go. cake. Check this out. That is going to be some good eating. That's Dungeness crab with ginger and scallions. You can also add a little bit more of the scallions on top for decor. Sorry about that. A quick and easy dish made in your kitchen. Authentic ginger scallion Dungeness crabs. Thanks for watching.